It went up, but they got rid of a few of my favorites, so I'm a little bit annoyed by that. Objectively, the things they got rid of weren't like good cooking.
Would you like them?
I liked them, so I'm a little bit annoyed they got rid of them. However, the food that they have, especially with these new menus, is really good. There is also, the other thing that I'm annoyed with the new menus is they haven't loaded them onto the app yet. But there's an app where you're supposed to be able to see what each dining hall is serving on any given day.
So that you know
And,
where to go.
yeah, and each of the dining halls will serve different things. So like even if one dining hall doesn't have anything you like, one of the other ones will, right? And that was more so a problem with the old menus. I haven't run into that yet with the new ones, but it does still annoy me a little bit because it's taken like 2.5 months, and they are, I think they only got it working like yesterday on the app. So. But by the time any of you get here, that'll be long in the past of it not working. Yeah, we're going to take a look at one of the rooms in here. I think this is kind of funny because this is the same room I got shown when I was a student here. We just when I was touring here. We just switched back to it like a month ago, and I think that's kind of funny. Yeah, so most of them do. They're slow. Like this one, when I toured it as an incoming student, decided to not have air conditioning. They closed it the next year, and I mean, they've completely overhauled this building, and they're kind of working their way through all the dorms to do that. And as they're getting overhauled, they're getting air conditioning and all of that.
Yay!
So this is one of the ones from Mosby bathroom. Other than that, like, my building right doesn't have a Mosby bathroom, but beyond that, this is very much exactly what you could expect. We lose a little bit of floor space just because it has like this weird L thing. Normally the rooms would be a little bit larger up to the wall, but you know, yeah. This is pretty much what you can expect, size-wise, amenity-wise. Every building has wired internet, so high-speed wired internet, also high-speed Wi-Fi. Most of the rooms still have phone lines if you chose to use that. They also typically have cable connections, but again, I have yet to see somebody that actually used that, at least in the last few years. Beyond that, I mean, room's a room. Anything else with that? This is the exact furniture. Some of the freshman buildings also, instead of like a wardrobe and a dresser, they'll have a built-in. Does this room have this?
No.
This room is missing furniture. So I'm actually going to add, most of the rooms will have more furniture than this because you'll have a wardrobe and a dresser, not just a wardrobe. And then some of the freshman rooms is actually built in. So yeah, but beyond that.
Oh yeah, these have not that much.
Yeah.
空调也挺好的，没有什么噪音。一个床，床下边可能能放很多东西。一个写字台，然后再有一个衣柜。2个人的房间。房子挺新的呀，网上很多人说他的房间很旧又很小，我觉得都是谣传啊，必须要亲眼看一看。房间绝对不错，尤其是我看了一下它的空调，有很多房子空调它噪音很大，但这个空调人很安静，没有什么噪音。这是洗衣房。洗衣房。
So, for example, in my building, the first floor is just the kitchen and a dining area. The second floor is the lounge, and then the third floor is study rooms, and then dryers and laundry stuff is all spaced in. But you know, a little bit different. So this is how we expect from the buildings. Any questions with that? All right. The other thing to mention is student staff in the buildings. Each floor has its own RA. There's a small social buildings that have more than one per floor, but typically an RA on each floor. We also have what are called learning assistants, LAs. They also are in the building. Typically, there's one per building, and they are similar to an RA, but their focus is more on your academic transition. So, whereas the RAs are concerned with your like kind of student life, they're focused more on your academics. If you're struggling with anything, if you need tutoring, if you are struggling in classes, there are great resources available to the students. That's in, there's someone who's living in the building with them, so they're very accessible. Typically, just all the time. Yeah, that's that. Oh, and then we also have deans who typically there'll be like one dean per set of 3 buildings. So you may not have a dean in your building, but there's one who is kind of overseeing the student staff in the building.
每个楼层都有一个公共的厨房。
So you have, in the beginning when they get a week early, they go through orientation, they do like getaway night, whatever. Then you have freshman dorms. Once they're in the dorms, they do things where they do floor stuff where they stick together.
Yeah, I mean, it kind of depends on the RAs. Some of the RAs don't, some of them do. Last night I was up until probably 1 in the morning hosting like a game night for my freshmen in my building, but but also people have, like as part of the game beyond the orientation week, they have regularly, there's a ton of like things within your dorm that you do during that time to really get to know everyone, and then just kind of continue some of those events throughout.
So they'll do that a little bit into the school year too.
Yeah.
Okay.
Did you participate in that giveaway after the orientation week? You have choices of activities that you can do?
Yeah, so there's the orientation week, there's some things that are kind of universal to everyone, but there's 2 sets of things that are like you kind of choose what you want to do. The first one is the overnight trips. Some people choose to do one, some people choose not to, but you can pick from things like there's a lot of camping trips that people over there. There are all varieties of like outdoor activities to try to build a camaraderie between the incoming class. But then there's also what we call adventure blocks, which are all of the different clubs and student activities. I think at this point it's just shy of 300 different clubs on campus. They will pretty much all be hosting some kind of event related to what they do. It's a great chance to go, not just meet other people, but also kind of find what you might be interested in while you're here.